Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest transfer stories. We start with Nico Gonzalez, as it has been reported that Premier League side Wolverhampton Wanderers are eyeing a possible loan move for the 20-year-old Barcelona midfielder, and it is reported that the player is open to leaving. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about another Barcelona young star, La Masia winger Alex Collado, it has been reported that he wants to leave Barcelona as well and has informed manager Xavi of his decision. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barca, Barca, Barca. After the departure of Iash Moriba, Barcelona were almost immediately blessed with the arrival of Gavi and Nico Gonzalez simultaneously. The former was still 16 when he made his senior debut, while the latter was arguably the best player for the B team in the previous season. While he played largely as a defensive midfielder for the reserve side during the 2020-21 campaign, Nico was deployed as a central midfielder by Ronald Koeman and Xavi. However, there was an evident decrease in his importance as Xavi came along. Now he faces even more competition in midfield as Barcelona have acquired the services of Frank Kessié and they are looking to retain Miralem Pjanic for next season. Sport report that Wolverhampton Wanderers are ready to offer him a way out of Barca on a loan move. Nico is open to leaving as he understands that the midfield is overbooked right now at Barcelona. Pjanic will probably serve as Sergio Busquets' deputy, while Frankie de Jong, Frank Kessié, Pedri, Gavi compete for two spots in that central midfield. Not to mention that Barcelona are unfazed about acquiring Bernardo Silva from Manchester City, who will be an undisputed starter. So I think if Barcelona have to choose between Pjanic and Nico for next season, I think Nico is an obvious choice for me. Not only is Nico younger, right? But I think his skill set is also far more diverse than Pjanic. So Nico cannot back Busquets up as well as Pjanic does should he decide to leave. It is best if it is a loan move without an option to buy. At Wolverhampton Wanderers, I think Nico will have the chance to learn from João Moutinho, one of the finest central midfielders of the past decade. However, the team probably does not match his style. Not to mention in the Premier League, he will always face a lot more media pressure than in La Liga. Francisco Trincao, we saw him, who underwent a similar issue last season at Wolves, eventually crumbling under pressure in the Premier League. Barcelona must deal with this situation very, very delicately, finding the best possible suitor for Nico if he does have to leave. So it's not surprising to me about Nico's decision according to this report, because all these past few days we have been talking about Miralem Pjanic. Xavi have been showing much interest in keeping Pjanic against how can I put it? Nobody saw this coming, right? Pjanic was one of the players that were considered sellable, transferable, but things take a drastic U-turn. Pjanic now is much likely to stay. Xavi, according to what we have been hearing from reports, likes the player's understanding in his tactics and saying that Xavi's coaching staff is pleasantly surprised and pleasantly so happy the way Pjanic have been understanding the methods, his positioning and so on and so forth. To the extent of Xavi even prepared now to keep Pjanic in the club as Sergio Busquets' backup in that defensive midfield role. Wow, that'll be interesting. So what a turn of events that nobody saw coming. And such a decision probably will affect a player. Nico Gonzalez, prior to this, Pjanic and all the rest, Nico Gonzalez was tipped to be that backup for Sergio Busquets this upcoming season. And I think the player will be so unhappy how events have turned out to be. Nico Gonzalez is a player who is hungry for game time. He's still young. He needs game time. He needs to develop his career. and he knows definitely that staying at the Camp Nou will really cost him. It will really crumble his career. Look at how the midfields are booked. I can't count the number of midfielders that we have. We have a very good midfield. Competition will not be easy at all. Will not be easy. And of course, Nico Gonzalez knows that very, very well. So it's not even a secret. It's not even surprising that Nico is open to leaving Barcelona, and Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League want him, and they want him on a loan. Definitely, as I said earlier, a loan move will be the best option. Many of these youngsters, the best thing Barca should do with them is to loan them out, not to sell them out. Loan them out, because the future is bright when it comes to those young talents there. So let's see how it goes for Nico Gonzalez. I think Xavi have just failed his promise, because some weeks back, I quite remember we were even talking some reports claiming that Xavi has told Nico, has promised that Nico will play a pivotal role in the team, that Nico should not leave. He have promised Nico to play something important, a backup to Busquets, but that is proving not to be the case, and Nico knows that sitting in Barca will really cost him a lot. Then on to the next story of discussion. Alex Collado was handed the captain armband for Barcelona during the 2020-21 season, and the player stepped up and delivered through the season, playing as a winger. The Spaniard scored up to 8 goals and gave 3 assists throughout the campaign. He was touted to be the next big thing from La Masia, but it was not meant to be, as Barcelona seemed stacked up at both his preferred positions, right wing and central or attacking midfield. Collado played half a season on loan at Granada last year, scoring 2 goals and giving an assist. His professionalism and versatility seem to have impressed manager Xavi, but the situation seems to have turned around now. Fabrizio Romano reports that Collado has talked to Xavi and wants to leave the club this summer. He realizes that with the arrival of Rafinha, Franquisi and possibly Bernardo Silva, game time will be far and few in between. He recently extended his contract with Barcelona until 2024 and is determined to succeed, but will not stay at the club at the cost of halting his development as a young player. There are no strong rumors linking him to any club as it stands, but it can be presumed that the exit will likely be in the form of a loan. A good offer might convince Barca to sell him, but Xavi, given Xavi's fondness of him, not without a buyback or first refusal. I think Collado is one of those rare players who can play equally well on the wing and central midfield, like we see in Bernardo Silva and Man City. I think Collado's ability to drive on the touchline, cut in and pick out passes allows others to thrive, but his decision to leave Barca is definitely right for him, very, very right for him as a player. We can see in the case of Ricky Puig that overstaying your welcome can do more harm than good to you. That said, it is unlikely that Collado will be able to find a top-tier team for himself this coming season. The ideal solution would be to leave to an upper mid-table side like Celta Vigo, Valencia, or a club like Wolfsburg. What do you think, guys? Please make sure to leave your opinions on the comment section below. With that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, it's bye-bye.